Hello and welcome back to Building Better Relationships in Construction. I'm your host, Alex. Sabrina, I was talking to a custom home builder last week and he told me about a client who was thrilled with the final result of their project, but the journey to get there was a bit rocky, and it got me thinking about how we, as construction professionals, can make the process as positive as the outcome.
That's a great point, Alex. The client experience is so crucial, and it's often the small things, the little communication wins, that make the biggest difference. It's actually the perfect segue into our topic for today.
That's right. Today, we're diving into a concept from Paul Schwinghammer's book, Building Better Relationships, a guide to enhancing the customer experience for home builders, remodelers, and construction managers. He has this brilliant but simple technique he calls gift wrapping the situation.
Exactly. We're going to talk about a powerful technique that can help you turn those small wins into a foundation of trust and a stellar client experience. It comes from his fantastic book that has been a game changer for me.
Gift wrapping the situation. I love that phrasing. And before we get into it, I think it's important to say what it's not. It's not about being boastful or, constantly patting yourself on the back in front of the client. It's much more subtle and, frankly, more effective than that.
Exactly. Schwinghammer's core idea here is that good-hearted builders and remodelers, they do a ton of great work behind the scenes. They go the extra mile to deliver better quality or faster service, but the client never sees it.
Right, because it isn't communicated. The client just sees the finished product, or they see a problem one day, and then the next day it's gone. They don't see the story, the extra thought and effort that went into fixing it or making it right for them.
And that's a missed opportunity. Paul gives a perfect example in the book. Let's say a homeowner is worried about an electrical outlet's placement. They feel like it's in an inconvenient spot for their furniture. So you go out, you inspect it, and you realize, the electrician accidentally put it in the wrong stud cavity.
Okay, so the typical response for most of us would be to just quietly fix it, right? You call up the electrician, say, "Hey, can you move that outlet?" And it gets done. Problem solved. The customer is happy because the outlet is moved, but they have no idea what you did.
Right, that's the default. But Schwinghammer says instead, we should gift wrap that effort. It's about communicating it to the customer in a way that highlights your team's commitment. So the next time you give them an update, you just casually mention it.
How would that sound, though? Like, what would you actually say?
Something simple like, "Hey, I was out at your house the other day thinking about that outlet placement you mentioned. I talked with the electrician, and he kindly moved it to a better spot for your needs. Just wanted to let you know we've taken care of that."
At first, that might feel a little staged, like you're trying to score points. But when you break it down, you're not really bragging. You're just framing your actions in a way that shows your dedication. The outlet is a great, simple example. But I'm curious how this applies to more complex problems. The ones that are out of our control, like a supplier sending the wrong materials, which can cause real delays.
That's the key. And according to Paul, there are two really important things that happen when you do this. First, you give credit to others for their efforts by saying, "The electrician kindly moved it." You're showing the client that your whole team is committed.
That's a critical point, Sabrina. Unforeseen issues are where relationships are truly tested, and this is where gift wrapping becomes an invaluable tool for turning a negative into a positive. Instead of just reporting the problem, you frame the solution. You showcase the effort and care your team is putting in to resolve it.
Oh, that's so good. It's not "I fixed it." It's "we fixed it," or even better, "he fixed it." It promotes that idea of a collaborative effort and builds a culture of pride. When the electrician gets that recognition, even indirectly, it encourages more of that great work.
Totally. And the second thing that happens is you subtly reinforce your own role as the attentive project manager. Even while you're praising someone else, you're reassuring the client that you heard their concern, you took action, and you're orchestrating a smooth experience for them.
That makes sense. It's a gentle reminder that you're engaged, you're on top of it, and it accomplishes so much more too. It makes you seem more transparent and honest. because you're just sharing a positive update in a straightforward way.
And because you're highlighting the teamwork, it doesn't come across as self-promoting. It's humble. This brings us back to another core concept from Schwinghammer's book that we've talked about before, the relationship bank account.
Yes, the bank account. So every one of these little gift-wrapped moments is a deposit, a small action that strengthens trust and shows your commitment.
And we all know that on any project, setbacks are going to happen. Delays, miscommunications, those are inevitable. And every single one of them is a withdrawal from that relationship bank account.
Of course. But if you've been consistently making these little deposits by gift wrapping the good work, your balance is positive. The client sees you as someone who is always trying to do the right thing, always trying to deliver more, even when things get tough.
That positive balance is your buffer. It's an emotional cushion that helps you navigate those project hiccups without destroying the relationship. The trust is already there.
Emotional cushion? I like that. So let's talk practical tips. How can our listeners start incorporating this? I mean, Paul lays out a few simple things in the book.
And it goes beyond just navigating hiccups. Think about when you have to have a difficult conversation about a change order that's going to cost the client more money. If your relationship bank account is full, that conversation is much more likely to be collaborative rather than confrontational. They trust that you have their best interests at heart.
Yeah. One of the easiest is just what we talked about. When a team member goes the extra mile, mention it in your regular updates. You can even mention it to the team. Publicly recognizing good work encourages more of it.
Right, and you can frame your updates around what's been accomplished while subtly highlighting the team's effort. Something like, "We've finished the framing, and I really want to acknowledge the crew's hard work in hitting that tight deadline."
And when you're resolving issues, it's about focusing on solutions and teamwork, not blame. Instead of just saying it's fixed, you could say, "The HVAC contractor got right on that issue and resolved it quickly. Just wanted to let you know we're staying on top of things."
It's such a powerful shift in communication. It seems so small, but the long-term payoff is huge. When clients see you as transparent, proactive, and humble, their trust just deepens. They feel valued.
Another great tip from the book is to use visual aids, a quick photo or a short video of the progress, especially when you've overcome a challenge, can be a very powerful gift wrap. It shows, not just tells, the client what you're doing for them.
That's the ultimate goal. As Paul Schwinghammer writes, these thoughtful touches, these gifts, are what elevate your reputation from just being a good builder to being a trusted partner. You're not just delivering a house, you're delivering an exceptional experience.
It really is a powerful technique. Humility, recognition, and proactive communication all rolled into one. So if you're out there managing projects, try it this week. Find one small positive thing your team did and just gift wrap it for the client.
A perfect summary. And for everyone listening who wants to dive deeper into this and many other incredible strategies, we can't recommend the source enough.
Remember, you can purchase your copy of the groundbreaking book, Building Better Relationships, a guide to enhancing the customer experience for home builders, remodelers, and construction managers by author Paul Schwinghammer, on Amazon and Barnes & Noble in multiple formats.
It's an essential read. You can also check out his website, paulschwinghammer.com. That's PaulSchwinghammer.com.
Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you for tuning in to Building Better Relationships in Construction.
Join us next time for Episode 9, Thanking People for Their Criticism, as we learn more ways to build stronger connections in this amazing industry. Until then, happy building.